Hello, hello, hello. My name is Colin Gestalt, and welcome back to the stream. Tonight we will be getting back into Tokyo Psychodemic. I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish up this first case, but I feel like we're pretty much into it, pretty deep into it. So yeah, I feel like we'll be able to complete it. Don't know how many cases are in this game, but it's whatever. There we go. Always bugs me how OBS always needs to take time to do that. Switched over. Just make sure it isn't. Oh, that is loud. All right. Let's see. One second. Let me just turn down the sound effects. They're way too loud. Psychic cult case. Okay, so where was I? Yeah. Route. The victim went. Oh yes, yes. There was a thing where the demo stops, I really can't once I get back to where that is in the actual game, it didn't allow me to just stop, like the whole thing about leaving the apartment. So it just was like I just need to get to this point where it stops at it before I could to like prepare myself for the full game. Take a screenshot of the bottle. And then crime scene was this. And if I zoom in, yeah, this was about where we were last time. And yeah, there's all this talk about ethanol. Evidence. So yeah, it's a thing of, yeah, we know how he died. It's like, what motive would he have to do this? Is the thing. And then we're gonna go to this prison. Prison.
府中刑務所、通称府警。日本最大の刑務所よ。犯罪傾向が進んでいる B 指標の受刑者や、日本人と異なる処遇を必要とする F 指標の外国人受刑者など。 約3000人が収監されているわ。そして私たちが所属していた岩井探偵事務所の所長である岩井さんが収監されている場所でもある。ここに来たのは会いに行きましょう、探偵。
Really? Probably have a bit of dialogue that I missed. Just kind of surprised that they would go all the way out here to ask about, like, this case.
よ、二人とも元気そうじゃないか。
岩井さんも事務所にいた時より顔色がいいんじゃないですか。
まあな、ここは三食昼寝付きのパラダイスだ。徹夜でろくな食事もできずに張り込みしたり、泥や埃にまみれて迷い犬を探す必要もない。
確かに探偵事務所よりはいい環境ですね。
今日はどうした？無駄話をしたいために来たんじゃないだろう。
Ask about ethanol.
エタノールは一般にはエチルアルコールとも呼ばれるアルコールのことだ。エタノールには無水エタノールや消毒用エタノールなどがあってアルコール濃度が異なる。このあたりは戸塚先生の方が詳しいと思う。
Let's look. Trying to find the auto
揮
button.
発性の高い無水エタ
There
ノ
we
ー
go.
ルの用途としては精密機器の掃除や風呂のカビ取りに用いられたり、水で薄めることで消毒用エタノールとしても使用することができる。
岩井さんの口から掃除とかカビ取りとかいう言葉が出ると思わなかったですけど、随分と詳しいですね。
お前たちが来るまで誰が岩井探偵事務所の掃除をしていたと思ってんだ。
ああ、そういうことですか。
実は無水エタノールはそれ以外にも使い道があってな。
何ですか？
飲むんだよ、酒としてな。
それって体に悪くないんですか？
そのままじゃなく薄めれば飲むことは可能だ。何よりエタノールは酒精とも呼ばれ、もともと酒の成分として含まれている。
なるほど。
ただ普通の酒と違って無水エタノールはアルコール度数が高い。上飲していれば中毒症状が出ているだろう。関係者の証言をもう一度確認してみるんだな。
わかりました。
So is he possibly, like... Oh no. Would there be enough concentration of it in his system that he would, like, get drunk and no one would... And, like, he wouldn't just collapse on the spot if he drank some? Like, would he be able to drink enough that he would be able to combust, but also not drink too much that he would just, like, pass out?
人体自然発火現象。人が突然燃え上がるという現象か。
そうです。超常的な力が働いていると思いますか？
そうとは言い切れない。そもそも人体自然発火現象には様々な説がある。タバコや体内のアルコールに引火した説、プラズマ説、衣類の素材による表面フラッシュ現象説、複数の条件が重なって偶然発生した可能性も高い。つまり科学的に証明できない現象ではないということだ。
それじゃあ今回の被害者も？
それを明らかにするのは俺じゃない。お前たちの役目だ。事件には必ず何らかの痕跡がある。たとえ一見しただけではわからない痕跡でも根気強く調査していくことで見えてきたりもする。諦めないことだ。俺のことはどうでもいいんだよ。事件の調査に集中しろ。
異能教団の教祖である山野井を探し出して、教団が行っていた実験や計画が証明できれば 岩井さんの冤罪を晴らすことができます。そうすればここから出てまた岩井探偵事務所を。
俺をここから出そうとか考えないでいい。今度はお前たちまで捕まってしまうぞ。山野井は逃走を続けているが、教団は壊滅した。俺はそれで満足している。
でも
秋葉、これからは自分の人生を生きろ。ここの暮らしもそれほど悪くないさ。余生を静かに過ごすには十分すぎる。お前たちが木島と組んで事件を調査するのは自由だ。だが俺のために事件を解決しようとか考えるんじゃない。ただ真実を追い求めるために事件を調査するんだ。それが探偵ってものだ。
わかりました。
おい、そろそろ時間だ。
わかったよ。
岩井さん、ありがとうございました。話せてよかったです。それじゃあ私たちは事務所に戻ります。
お前たち、一つ事件を調査する上でのアドバイスをやろう。視点だ。
視点？
そうだ。事件というのはある点から見る場合と違う点から見る場合で見えるものが異なる。一つの視点からだけで物事を見ていると重要な手がかりを見落とすことがある。行き詰まったら視点を変えて調べてみることだ。そうすることで今までつながっていなかった点と点がつながることもある。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
They're still here. If we can uncover the close plan and reveal the existence of psychics, I'm sure we can prove the president was wrongfully convicted. We might find some clues that will lead us to the occult and psychics. We're investigating unsolved cases. I'm sure these investigations will help us do that. No matter how difficult the case, we can't give up. The box on the shelf has articles about the psychic cults case that the EY detective agency was involved in. Be good to reread them when you get the chance so that we don't forget the past. Okay. Evidence board. Perspective. Do what the president said and try looking at the case from a different angle. We can read the testimonies that the police took from the people who knew the victim. The police took testimonies from people that knew Ichi Kuriaki. Think they might have something useful? Let's start the person who worked in the same department. Okay. Another material is related to the case. Up here. Is that maybe related to the case? Noise and words change color when you place your cursor over them. Okay, so address, full-time employee, drug administration departments. Individual voluntary made the following statement. Relationship. Senior employee in the same department. Decent behavior. He seemed to be more stressed than stressed. Says he was mild manner. I wonder what kind of project would put someone else like that on edge. Usual due to having multiple large projects. However, he would never get angry, but which I found truly impressive. I think we can say that the victim's mild-mannered nature would make him unlikely to incur resentment. The victim was mild-mannered and didn't really get angry. Did get angry at Mons for accidentally taking the water bottle? Is taking— oh. It's strange that he would get angry over someone just taking the water bottle by accident. Was there some problem with the other person touching it? Yeah, this guy was definitely sneaking booze. My train was late, so I arrived at the office at 10 a.m. Company should have record after I returned home. I called my girlfriend around. Check my call history as proof. Okay, so... Same department. Then I guess, can we move to the next one? And here, true and free of errors. End of statements. Oh. Can I... Yes, look at this one. Motoko Shogi, voluntary relationship, long different apartments, but worked on same projects. Would have been very busy. Guess it's a heavy workload. Stress really does build up. Maybe that could have contributed to the victim's tragic end. To all the projects he was working on, but he was always cheerful. And say that the victim's mild-mannered nature could make him unlikely to incur resentment. He'd often smell of alcohol during work hours. It's hard to imagine someone's breath smelling of alcohol during work hours unless due to their mental state. Never saw him drink in the office. Came to work at 9, left at 6. Went shopping and returned home. My daughter can testify the time I arrived home. Free of errors. Worked for the same company. Didn't know him. I was going down to the basement, throw out some garbage when I noticed the smell of burning meat. It was hotter than usual down there. It was full of smoke. I didn't expect to find a body in the state. Arrived at the pharmaceuticals around 6 a.m. and began cleaning. Immediately notified the police. Afterwards, I cooperated with questioning. Different departments. Since I work at, I know all their employees arrive and leave the office. I believe his attendance was quite good. It's true that's strange that he would die in such an unnatural way in his company's underground parking lot. But he often took half days for hospital visits. Looks like the victim went to the hospital regularly for treatment. Feel bad looking into someone's private medical history, but this might give us clues about the truth behind the victim's death. Except we have no way of knowing which hospital he went to, and I doubt this company would tell us. Details should be company's health insurance records, but I cannot disclose that to police as it is private information. Yep, HIPAA. I went to work. Well, the girls' night out with an old friend of mine from school. Well, I don't know if Japan has HIPAA exactly, but the still general idea of like, yeah, you can't just blab about that kind of stuff. Oh, the victim's death. It was a regular of mine. About 5 times a month, he would often order expensive liquor that would give me presents on special occasions. He said that he brought me a handbag for my anniversary and I was going to bring it tomorrow. I couldn't believe he would die. The day after he called me. Marie Kodane Hante. Both individual involuntary made voluntarily. He was a regular of mine. Regular.
そうね。
Seems the victim was quite fond of Miss Marie. About 4 or 5 times a month. So yeah, he definitely had some drinkings.
そうね。
Dedicated patrons now know how much a pharmaceutical company pays. Would make a regular employee make enough for all this? Seems like the victim was a dedicated patron. Wait 1 second, what's her... Oh, hospitality, okay. That doesn't exactly say much. Seems like the victim was a dedicated patron. Gonna bring it tomorrow. Hard to believe that someone who made plans would commit suicide the day before them, not to mention it was the lady he favored, even if says she brought her presents. After he called me. Made plans to meet the person the day after his death. I don't see your son can testify to my whereabouts. So... under the direction... Autopsy... unknown... Body conditioning... Lily... ankle, shoes, wallet... Elation burned, temperature... faulty... may have been lighter. However, there was no trace of alcohol detected in a plastic bottle found near the deceased. And yeah, this was all burned away. Now that's... yeah, that seems like it. So... what does it want me to do? Let's, just like the president say, let's change our perspective. There should be testimonies that the police took from who were close to the victim. These testimonies have clues related to the victim's death. Okay. Oh wait, yeah. There's probably something here. Dealing a major blow to the Japanese economy. Real GDP growth dropped about by 5.2%, a record low for the post-war period. The primary factors were reduced consumer spending and private investment, with both extreme lows. Federal market meeting March 2020, a bank now started economic stimulus measures such as restarting the zero-interest policy rate for the first time since 2008, purchasing government bonds and agencies. Okay, doesn't really relate to him. Businesses funding 13 facilities, just progress years, medical corporations, Cinco Pharmaceuticals for comments. Yeah, so they did good off of this. The healthcare, medical care, drug administration, social welfare, directly, trials, care, comprehensive health insurance. Seems like the victim's company runs their own health insurance program. Nurses can do their jobs effectively. Psychodemic covers basically which allows the company to any illness originally to time off due to illness, childbirth, death, training personally such as treatment and hospitalization. I believe this is because make full usability is sort of the Japanese economy. So Let me just eye this over again. So it seems like he was dependent on the large projects.
なるほど。
Large projects assume the victim did pretty important work at the pharmaceutical company. Hypnotically taking this bottle. 8 record. Is this resources available and that I missed something, or is that resources available and that I don't have everything? And that, like, it's just saying that you can look at this. Projects. Taken, but he was smell of alcohol. Click. Let me look at this one again. Make sure I missed something, because there wasn't really anything noted. Health insurance records. Health insurance, I feel like I've seen that mentioned before, but where? And that was on the article for the company.
そういえば
Right, the article with the interview on Sungo Pharmaceuticals mentioned health insurance. Let's read it over.
これだわ。
There, it talks about health insurance. Sanko doesn't just develop medications and run hospitals, they run their own health insurance program too. From their regular insurance number, by managing all our data using the ID numbers, we can effectively prioritize care. The article talks about that, so they manage their employees and patients using these unique ID numbers. Doesn't mean the victim's data is also recorded somewhere. Right. Well, we never know. We might find clues related to spontaneous human combustion. The current Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare's Data Health Plan policy promotes the digitization and analysis of policyholders' medical information in an effort to better manage health and prevent disease. Among this, health insurance insurance associates often take registered patients' medical and outpatient records, put them into one database to manage. I think Senko used the same approach. Does that mean if we see that database, we can figure out what the victim was an outpatient for? Yes, that's right. One moment, I'll try hacking into the Health Insurance Associates server. It looks like all the data is Compiled using a number and not by names, it could be countermeasure against security breaches or personal information. Won't be able to tell which one belongs to Yuji Kurakami like this. It would be fine if we knew Kuraki's ID number, though. We could just have to find his ID number. We'll look for it. When you find it, think everything in the victim is from the scene from his ID number. Okay, wait, image analysis. Let's photos, belongings. Okay, so yeah, these both seem like membership cards, staff card. That's his, these are bills, loyalty, membership card. Okay.
そうね。
ID number? This is his Senko Pharmaceuticals ID number. It should be the same one for the health insurance. Maybe we can pull the victim's history from the database using this. Drug Administration Department? Senko is a pharmaceutical company, so it makes sense that to have a department for overseeing drug development. Victim might have been in charge of managing new drugs and their development. That's the victim's full name. This is definitely his company ID card.
なるほど。
Was born in 1978, far too young to die. Then, yeah. Yes. The mechanics online. Find anything we could use? Maybe we could take a... Let's check the screenshots folder. Then, yes. Thanks for the ID number. I'll try hacking into the Health Insurance Associates server. The treatment data include a part about outpatient appointment history. I'll send it to you.
なるほど。
You had regular appointments at sorry. In a mental clinic in Yuri General Hospital. We know what that catches your eye. Okay, so let's see. The patient date, days in treatment, total expenses. Okay, department. So psychomatic, internal medicine, orthopedics, dentistry, psychomatic, internal medicine, dentistry, internal medicine, psychosomatic. Oh. Last time he wasn't going to the usual one. Erie General Hospital specializes in internal medicine, like for circulatory and digestive systems. Has some skilled doctors and staff, so it's very highly regarded. No medical clinic specializes in the counseling and has good reviews too. Counselors are very popular overseas. Many people visit them when they have a lot on their mind or haven't feeling very well emotionally. Could be accurate. Sorry, I'm very tired today. Might be accurate to call them professional advisors instead of doctors. Receive treatments. Add that one. That's dental. Orthopedic. Went multiple times a month. Dentistry. Psychosomatic. Not paid. Anything else? I don't believe so. You want to know why you visited Yuri General Hospital? Their server probably has his records, so I'll send it. Want to know why he visited the animal mental clinic? The server probably has his records, so I'll send it.
どう思う？
Is anything capturing your eye? Okay, let's see. That. Cryptic bone metabolic disease. Ketone body metabolic disease. Ketone bodies, what are those? 5 years. Protein, blood sugar. Red bulk pellets, hemoglobin, total cholesterol. Normal value. Injections, glue fast. Abdominal pain.
なるほど。
So they experienced abdominal pain and nausea that could have been caused from stress from work.
なるほど。
So experienced abdominal pain and nausea. This could have been caused from stress from work. Yep. Stabbing pains in hands and feet. What could cause a stabbing pain in the limbs? Yeah, confirming that he was an alcoholic. If he had a high blood alcohol concentration, that means his body wasn't processing it. So he had a high ketone body count. His breath smells fruity. Why would that be the case? Consumes alcohol daily.
なるほど。
It's no surprise his health was affected from drinking every day.
なるほど。
There were more cigarettes at the scene too. He must have mean he was a heavy smoker. So, what it seems like is that he was gradually drinking more and more alcohol and his body wasn't processing it. So over time it just built up until one day he smokes and then just blows up. Ketone bodies are metabolic intermediates produced during the synthesis of decomposition of fats. The body is lacking in carbohydrates that are used as an alternative energy source. At normal levels, ketone bodies are not problematic, but they can cause issues if they build up. What kind of issues? Ketone bodies are acidic, so high concentrations in the blood can lead to symptoms of dehydration. Patients then drink water excessively as a result, but doing so results in stomach pain or nausea. In extreme cases, patients may even fall into a coma, and this is often life-threatening. No idea. The ketone body readings taken during Mr. Karaki's exam certainly indicate an abnormality of some kind. Stabbing pain in limbs can be a variety of causes. For example, if pain's blood becomes too thick, oxygen and nutrients may not reach their extremities. This can cause the peripheral neuropathy, which is often accompanied by tingling or prickling sensations. Oh, okay. Looking at the records, it appears he drank and smoked quite heavily. This might explain these symptoms. His breath smelled sour and fruity. Now that's interesting. His records indicated abnormally high ketones, so that sour fruity smell in his breath was likely acetone. Acetone is one type of ketone body, and if it was noticeable on his breath, that would indicate he was building up significantly within his body. Acetone is a ketone body, an intermediate that is produced during fat-related metabolic processes. If his ketone body levels were high, then his acetone concentration would have also been high. Ketone bodies are acidic, so high concentrations could cause the blood to become acidic as well. Symptoms include stomach pain and nausea. Extreme cases can even include a coma or result in death. Do you think that's why Mr. Karagi was receiving medical treatment? It's like there's something else interesting about acetone. Experiments conducted overseas have shown that if it can play a role in the combustion of animals, it what? In other words, metabolic abnormalities can cause the overproduction of highly flammable acetone, which in turn might lead to the possibility of abnormal combustion at high temperatures. I'll send you some information on acetone. Please give it a look. Then we can look at the ano. Hospital records might help us uncover the victim's cause of death. Warm treatment available. Hand tremors, sweating. Kidder increasing enough lean to no improvements is seen. Session concludes diagnosis. Didn't really seem to have anything there. Stone. So. Sort of fruity. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not missing anything. No improvement is seen. Medical record. Oh, alcohol dependency, duh. Seems the victim was an alcoholic, but is it relevant to the cause of death? Yeah. A felon. Hand tremors, sweating. No improvement is seen. Marks. Includes diagnosis. Human on acetone. Okay. Oh, is this evidence board? Near the deceased. Information on acetone might have some clues. Look at what caused the victim to burn out. Oh, I guess I need to, like, actually read the document. Metabolism. Volatile at room temperature. Stone is highly volatile, so it often causes accidents. Maybe one reason why the victim burned to death. Let's use the evidence board to organize the information we have so far. Victim purchased ethanol before the incident and had very high acetone levels in blood. These two catalysts that caused the person to burn away, could that mean... Documents... vanilla acetone. We need proof that these two substances could actually burn away a human body. How do we get that proof? The bartender is expert in medicine. Let's ask if he knows the way. Ethanol and acetone combustion experiments. A colleagues of mine from the university research lab once researched the causes behind fires. Called the verification test involved using pork soaked in acetone and ethanol. Should still have the recording. I'll send it to you. This is really just like a video of... Is that fire or... Okay, yeah.
なるほど。
Video experiment does show things violently going up in flames in an instant. It's hard to believe a body would burn up just like that. Maybe there's another reason.
何かしら。
The video shows the acetone and alcohol and ethanol can cause violent combustion, but it's hard to believe a human body could burn up in so little time. There must be some other factors. You've got a point. A human body can't burn up just with acetone and alcohol. With enough time, however, it's certainly possible. When human body fat is melted with heat, it may be absorbed by clothing, which, much like a wick in a candle, the fat will function like a wax, creating steady, long-lasting combustion. It would follow that parts of the body with a low fat content, like legs, would be left behind. Could that really happen? In that case, appears acetone and ethanol had built up in the victim's body, would likely increase the effects. I have some information for you. Please take a look. Clipping. What effects? Body is burnt and reduced to ashes. Documents. Let's see. Thinking about the wick effect. Okay, I can't really analyze it. Burned to reduce ashes. Body is burned. Yeah, this was definitely fit. In combustion. Documents. Wick effect.
報告書を作成しましょう。
It's been a report. It's a case of murder or suicide, or could have been an accident that caused this incident, and good supernatural abilities have been involved. Whatever conclusion we come to, the police will use our report to reinvestigate the case. We need to be careful about what we submit. Take some time to reconfirm everything you're not sure about. After all, we're the only ones uncovering the truth behind these unsolved cases. Report summarize findings. Select question and answer. Once you've answered the questions. Okay. Yeah, I think we're pretty far. We got everything covered. This is neat. Alright. Was the death suicide? Do you think it was suicide? No. Right, it's hard to believe that it could be a suicide based on the results of our investigation. With plans made for the days after his death, even if the victim was under stress or had other mental health issues, would be enough reason to commit suicide, or would it be something else? Did he say anything to his acquaintances where he could find clues about that? Yes. Documents. Marie. Yes, Marie's testimony 1. Since he had plans to go somewhere he frequently next day, suicide seemed unlikely. Do you think it was a homicide? No. Right, it's hard to believe that he would be a murder based on the results of our investigation. Is there any evidence that could shed light on the victim's personality? Is he the type to extract resentment from others? Is there any evidence that shows his personality? Okay, so it would be, I think, his testament or testimony. So people say that the victim was mild-mannered and didn't have any conflicts with anyone. It seemed like anyone would hold a grudge against him. The footage from the scene didn't show anyone other than the victim either, so I doubt it was a random attack. Can I submit any other documents? Oh, that... Okay, I'm gonna go with the first one since I think that's stronger. Okay, was the victim's death an accident? Yes. The victim wasn't somebody who could hold a grudge against. Nobody else was at the scene. He had plans to meet with someone the next day. It's safe to assume it was an accident. What was the source of the fire? In order for something to burn, there had to have been a fire source. What do you think it was? Cigarettes, white container. Cigarettes. Right. Considering that was left at the scene and the victim was a smoker, you can assume it caused the fire. So evidence indicating the victim's health and other conditions. The reason behind why the victim's body caught fire and burned so extremely. Does constitution make him burn more easily? Did he have any evidence that shows his health condition? Yes. Photos. Piece of evidence shows the condition of the health victim. There's a high possibility some of the conditions recorded here are contributed to the fire. Depends on certain substances led to build up and cause. What was it? Probability that the combustion caused by a buildup of a particular substance within the victim's body. Possibility he was consuming something chronically. White container. Right, the victim had an accumulation of ethanol in his body due to the dependence on alcohol. What substance found in the victim's body showed abnormally high readings and contributions to the THC. High probability that the combustion was caused by the buildup of a particular substance. Any documents? Let's see. It's just documents. Well, actually, let me switch those around. This says he has alcohol dependency. Due to the fire. Certain his body. And then this one will show that he, yes, this one. Abdominal pain. The victim had an accumulation of acetone in his body due to abnormally high ketone body counts. How many That was a high enough temperature maintained long enough to burn the bodies completely. Body had accumulated of two substances would cause the extreme flames. Long-term exposure to high temperatures needed to burn away bone. What do you think caused the burn as much as high temperature for so long? That would be the let's see, wick effect. Where is it? The wick effect. That has why victim burned for such a long time. The combination of those two substances is his obesity caused the bizarre phenomenon to occur. We can prove that using evidence from the scene. Should we send this to Yuka? One week later.
所属不明艦が発射した弾道ミサイルが日本の EEZ 排他的経済水域外に落下したと防衛省が発表しました。これを受けて総理大臣官邸で上倉総理大臣は記者団に対し、日本の国防を揺るがす事態である国連安保理に緊急会合の招集を要請していると述べています。続いて9月4日に新宿区で発生した製薬会社社員の焼死事件について、警察が新た
You're
な
just gonna gloss over the fucking missile?
東京都新宿区にある医療法人三幸製薬の地下駐車場で焼死体となって発見された倉木義一さん45歳について、出火原因は現場に残された遺留品や現場検証の結果、タバコやライターの火が服に引火したものではないかという見解を示しました。関係者の証言から被害者は事件後にも知人と飲食店へ行く約束をしていることから自殺の線は薄く、また周囲との人間関係も良好であったため、怨恨やトラブルによる他殺の線も薄いと考えられています。そのため警視庁の調べでは被害者の過失による事故であると結論付け、近く捜査本部を解散する予定です。今回被害者が変死体で発見されたことについて警視庁の発表では、被害者の体はアルコールとアセトンが蓄積された状態になっており、そこにタバコの火が引火したことで高温で炎症を起こしたと考えられる。実に信じがたい事件ではあるが、海外で起きた同様の事例を見てもそれらが原因である可能性は高い。今後同様の事件が起きないように病院などと連携をして対策を練っていくとしています。続いて首都圏のニュースです。JL 東日本は電力不足に備えて一部運転本数を削減するなど電力使用制限令に基づいて節電対策を実施すると発表しました。これは東京電機ホールディングスによる電力需給逼迫警報
報告書ありがとう。警察の捜査に役立ったよ。この事件には私たちが追っているものの手がかりはなかったわね。行方不明の山野井の手がかりも、山野井が作り出したであろう異能力者の手がかりも、そう簡単には見つからないさ。そうね。諦めずに調査を続けていくしかないわね。ああ、いると思う。山野井たちはこの東京のどこかに。この東京は人が隠れるには適した場所だ。過去を詮索されず、隣人が一日中部屋にこもり顔や姿を見せないとしても気にする者もいない。犯罪者が近くに住んでいても気がつかないだろう。だが生きている限り痕跡を残さない人間はいない。秋葉、君たちなら 事件の中から必ずその痕跡を見つけ出すことができる。私はそう信じている。そうね、必ず見つけ出してみせるわ、私たちの手で。
これが依頼された資料です。
入手ルートは信用できるんだろうな。
結構高くつきましたが、元異能教団の研究施設で働いていた人間から買い取りました。
そうか、人間とは愚かな生き物よ。猿から人へと進化した時代から、この世界で人間こそが頂点であり、人間こそが正しいという安っぽい幻想にとらわれている。そう、その愚かさが遺伝子レベルで細胞に刻み込まれているんだよ。だからこそ油断をする。だからこそ失敗をする。身の程をわきまえずに逆らえば、ああいうことになる。バカめ。
Huh?
世界は変わる。新しい時代の支配者が誰になるのか、楽しみじゃないか。
Hope this doesn't get that VOD claimed. Really nice though, the little end song. And I got top marks. Nice. Now let me save. Details. Evidence present. Reasoning is correct. It's present. Huh. The victim's death suicide reasoning is correct. Present. Huh. Wonder if... Anyway, yeah. Since we finished this first chapter, I'm gonna close out for today. No, it's a bit of a shorter stream, but that's fine with me. Don't really wanna spend too much time getting into another case that I'm probably going to not exactly be as fresh on. But yeah, I had a bit of fun with this. Excited to see where it goes. I think I'm gonna stick with the thing I've been doing of streaming every other week. I'll try and get some new videos out on YouTube since you know, I want to try something different this time. Since I heard some good stuff that you can do that might work. But I'll have to see. Anyway, I hope that you have. Until I stream again or until I upload something new, I hope you have a good night. Bye.